Jacob, do you know what you're doing for Scanavino?
What? What?
Do you know what you're doing for Scanavino?
Scanavino's design class is my favorite class of the 3 foundation classes. It's the most vulnerable because it's the most personal, and that makes it the most like stressful in a way. Don't do that.
Mackenzie, do you know what you're doing for Scanavino? That's staying in.
Perfect, thanks. But I'm doing this like huge oil portrait of like a Renaissance style painting of me and my face.
Yeah.
Oh, you're documenting us.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
It's a documentary.
No,
I
you're good.
can't divulge my ideas on camera.
I'm not here.
I can't.
On the way back from the museum, I came up with like a somewhat cohesive idea for Scanavino. The meaning is like America. Be better. Everybody is scared. Do you want to see the sketchbook page that I did in the dark on the bus before I got really way too car sick?
Sorry. Don't be sorry.
Like, can we even read what that says?
Right?
This film really feels like it's a lot of me.
Maybe you're the star of the movie.
I think I just saw Jasmine. Do you want to like?
You're in my movie, by the way.
Oh, I am. Oh my god, I'm so scared for design. Like, I don't have a concrete idea.
Oh,
So that
no,
we're
you
not,
zoomed
like,
in.
constantly aware.
You're way too zoomed in. Okay.
Yeah, we're both in it. This is your project. This is you doing your project, so you should definitely be in it.
I was gonna do one-on-one
Yeah,
interviews.
do one-on-one. I think one-on-one is better anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
And do you think like for the more formal one-on-ones, I should be in the camera? I was thinking to not.
I wouldn't care either way, but like you're still technically in it because you can hear your voice in it, or like if you can see your image in it, like some of the clips.
Yeah.
I'm disgusted.
That's staying in.
I don't know, like I consider you one of the people in the class who like has their shit together. Yeah. Like I really do. I don't know, you give me that vibe. Like every week you pull off something good, so.
I just panic, and then from the panic, that makes it really last more.
Wait, so you would just take a video of you doing it every day until you like broke down?
Until class, basically. And the ultimate goal is for me to actually be able to play.
Is the end product or the process more important for
The
that?
process.
So yeah,
It doesn't matter if I
if
finish
you're able,
it.
if you're able to do it in the end, it doesn't really matter.
It's like you guys seeing me destroy my wrist every day.
Is this the piece? Bro, I don't know what that means. Is that hard?
Yes, like this part is this is shitty.
So y'all, Scanavino.
Fuck Scanavino.
She wants us to call her when we have a fucking mental breakdown. Like, are you serious?
Sarah sucks.
I don't have anything ready. I have all my ideas already scribbled across my page that mean absolutely nothing. I'm losing my mind.
I think I just like added
Oh my god, that's so gross.
That's salmon.
I feel bad.
I'm filming because Jasmine says she's gonna start crying.
It's because she fucking said she would kill me because she thinks my ideas don't work when I've been helping her all
I just
along.
said if it didn't work, I would kill you. But obviously, it was such a rhetorical statement, right, Mackenzie? Huck, have you started yet?
For what?
Scanavino.
No, that's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go eat, and then I'm gonna pretend for like 30 minutes so I don't have to do jack shit. But I think I'm gonna try to do like a graphic novel, like make my own graphic novel.
Making it, or will you be?
High school prom photos? Because it's so
Well, yeah, Anna, have you started yet for Scanavino?
Do I look like I started? That's kind of like a nighttime thing. You know, that pad, hold the liner.
Yeah, that's crazy.
visual. All-nighter.
I could
For
never.
the drawing. Golden
All-nighter. Wait, was you for thrill?
Yeah, I know. That's sort of like our Thursday, or wait, no, our Wednesday.
Wednesday night ritual. How about you, Huck?
What's up?
Did you end up pulling an all-nighter?
Sort of.
Can you tell me a little bit?
Yeah, so like, this is like one of my favorite books ever. It's like a graphic novel about like Albert Hoffman discovering LSD for the first time and like trying it and like appropriate like this art style and make like my own graphic novel about my first experience with LSD.
It is, yeah, squishing is involved.
Ooh.
Throbbing is involved.
Ooh.
Bloody substance is involved. I think I'm ordering ants on Amazon. Yeah, it's like, refill your ant farm. I'm like, no, I'm gonna use it for art.
What are you doing?
I'd like to make a cartoon.
Can you tell me a little bit about it?
It's a surprise.
I was just thinking that when you said like when you were like
I don't want to be on camera.
I was playing in the high school orchestra in 5th grade. I was really shit, but then like
You obviously weren't shit if they let you play in the high school orchestra.
I was pretty shit.
Wait, how did your thing go?
Pretty good. I just have like a lot of work to do, so that's what you said. I'm doing like me dancing in the mirror, doing like a video of that. I need technically like an 8-foot by 7-foot mirror. Well, if I wanted to cover all 3 walls.
It's like not that big, just like a giant strip. We're making it out of candy wrappers, which means I'm gonna die.
How is this related to dancing in the mirror?
I'm making a prototype. I'm gonna
Of a
play
mirror?
out. Yeah, I'm basically making like the set. So I'm gonna make a mini me, I'm gonna make a mini mirror, I'm gonna make a mini chair, I'm gonna make a mini room.
Why?
I don't know, you told me to. Because it's funny. Like, I do, like, I'm so fucking narcissistic. I have, like, every day, when I say every day, I mean every day, I have sessions where I don't go on my phone, I don't go on any electronics, I play my music, there's one particular song I always listen to, and I dance in it. I struggled a lot, like, when I was growing up with body dysmorphia, and I was talking to a therapist at the time. They told me, like, the best way is just, like, taking a minute and just, like, observing your body, just seeing what it really is. And that's kind of, like, where it started. Especially when I'm feeling shit about my body, like, when I do it, it's, like, nice, you know, and just, like, kind of feel good about myself.
Do you like this class?
Design?
Yeah, like this class with Scandinavian.
I don't know. Yeah, I like it. I struggle with coming up with an idea for the like first 3 to 4 days. Then I become like extreme anxious and stressed. Then like the idea came out of nowhere. Then like I just like work my ass off in the like rest 1 or 2 days for the project. I just feel like I'm not on the right track, I would say.
Instead of just having this, why don't we cover the whole thing? That's fine. You're smart. You can see this one, and you probably can see it.
So, what's going on with her? Gender's a social construct.
It's just a test for the larger print.
What are you working on?
I decided to make a Chinese style food still.
Wait, last time we talked, you didn't even have an idea, so...
I came up with it last night. I'm gonna make 3 books.
Who's this?
Oh, it's my grandma.
Your grandma?
Yeah. Yeah, my family card.
Well, do you have an answer?
Well, that's just exactly the question that I want to find out.
So do you have like any set thing that you ask people, or do you just go for it?
I was kind of just making it up.
So I'm Nishtha and I'm from New Delhi, India, and oh, I don't have much to myself. I'm doing a charcoal animation of 3 minutes about my grandfather having Alzheimer's. For this class, like this is the most the maximum efforts we all want to put in. Yeah. So I always try to think of I overdo ideas. I'm like, oh, I should do this and this and this, and sometimes it's you don't need that much.
I was like, I have nothing to write about 2005, and then I remember all the crazy shit from pre-K.
That's so scary.
I had a stalker in pre-K.
What?
What the fuck?
Get ready to read my book, guys.
Oh my god, wait. What if I played music that Scandavino likes? Sarah, this is why it's gonna take you so long to edit.
Useless
Constantly
footage.
rolling.
This is why I've been so anxious for the past 2 weeks. Literally every single moment that I'm not filming, I'm like, oh my god, what if people are working right now and I'm missing it and I'm not videotaping them and
Hi, this is Jasmine. Sorry I can't come to the phone right now, but if you leave a message, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
When the fuck is Scandavino even due?
You're making a movie an hour and a half?
Yeah, I want it to be a real
A
movie.
feature-length film? Oh
yeah.
my god.
It's just the thing of making it interesting so that people
will
don't
actually sit through.
people don't get bored. I'm so nervous that it's gonna be boring.
Hi, my name's Aiden Kelly. I'm a freshman at RISD. Every week you got 3 projects. You're doing woodworking, or you're doing painting, or you're doing a film or videography. You have to connect the dots somehow.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. That's something I've had a lot of, is oh man, is this place for me? Did I make
This place being RISD?
This place being RISD, yeah. Did I make a wrong choice along the line somewhere? I felt that my art and my work was not on par and significantly worse than my peers. People will look at my art and they'll be like, why is he here? And it's I've kind of overheard people say that too. And that also helped me get over it, because it's who fucking gives a shit? The negative thoughts and opinions that aren't really critical, that are just kind of saying that sucks.
That's just not
It's not helpful, so why do I need it? So I'm just gonna leave it behind and keep going.
Yeah, it goes 20 minutes.
Go away! How's Scandavino going?
Are you filming now for Scandavino?
Yeah. How's it going?
Let's just say that he was oh, by Thursday I want to see the whole talk done, and I was
So is that happening?
it's okay, sewing a whole garment in 1 week is not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Sewing a whole garment made of fabric that you hand make.
For my thing, I'm trying to make a blanket that looks like skin.
So what's the reason for that?
It's personal, so I'll get into it. Finals.
I'm not gonna show this to anybody beforehand. You don't have to. I understand.
I already used my prototype and I put together a video.
Me?
Yes.
I'm doing a documentary for documentation. And y'all are the subjects of my documentary.
Please film people.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm taking stills from videos, so I have a lot of them. This is the part where I try to eat the bicycle.
Yeah, exactly.
So how's the
My first copy.
Baylor, what are you gonna do today?
I don't know. Probably nothing.
So how many hours do you have to do your typical
Did you get a lot done this week for Scandavino or not really? Did you get anything done? Yeah. Did you work at all?
Like, she has been keep asking people, have you started your project? Have you started anything? The question is like, oh my god, stop asking this one. Do you see this? It's like shaking. It has been shaking since you asked all those questions. Then I just hear you like keep repeating. Have you started? Have you started?
What do they mean?
It's about like anticipation, obsession, and it's inevitable letdown. But it's also more about like, self-obsession.
I can't tell if it's charming because I know you guys or if it's charming because it's charming. Why? I feel like if you capture people in like their most vulnerable states when they're making their work, or even, you know, I think even maybe it like is meant to be like mundane and like banal.
Conducting an interview, my grandma basically trying to made her to speak, like to recall her stories from 1940s when she was born until now. And it's really interesting to see what is actually important to her.
So are you no longer doing drawings?
I'm not doing drawings.
So you're doing videos?
I'm doing videos.
Hi, I'm Baylor Fuller.
What would you want somebody who's never met you to know about you?
I don't know, but like I'm not like I don't really smile, but deep down I like everybody. Not really. Like I was originally gonna do an animation, but doing stuff digitally is a lot more challenging than I thought. So I'm gonna go with the comic book. I haven't really started, so I hate the environment of a classroom, so I don't really get shit done in here. We do crit all day, which is awesome. And that I actually get to explore, you know, I get to explore my own style. So that's why his class is pretty awesome. But yeah, alright, that's me and Michelle. What else do you need to know?
It's not as much what I need to know, it's like, what do you want to tell me?
I don't, like, I'm fine, I'm done. I
just want to know what you're heading into so you can see.
Hey, look at visit. Okay, so could you start by introducing yourself?
For me, my name is Eric and I got this name because when I was 3 years old, I was fascinated by the Disney animation Little Mermaid. I think studying here is kind of a challenge to me because it was the first time for me to leave my home, my country, to study here. So for the first week here, I was like crying all the night and extremely homesick.
Hello.
Hi.
So, are you sick today?
I am.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. My name is Huck Roach. And what else? I'm gonna start over.
Okay.
I'm really spacey today. I'm sorry.
Have you pulled an all-nighter this week?
Yes. Let's see.
2, right?
Yeah, 2. I don't know. Like, whenever it definitely like pisses me off whenever like a professor is, you know, like you need to show like more effort in this or something, because it's like I'm trying.
Yeah.
Like, but at the same time though, like, I'm sorry, but like I've never done this before. Like, I've never had a single formal art class in my entire life. I haven't been super satisfied with like any of my own work. And then Scanavino, I don't honestly know where Scanavino stands with me. He's definitely like the professor that I sort of like want to like do the best in, you know? Our class is sort of divided between like the tryhards and like the not quite as tryhards.
Do you like our section?
I don't know. I think our section is a little full of themselves. I feel like a lot of people also sort of like lump themselves in like their general identities. Like for example, like Mackenzie's like come up with a whole bunch of things about like African stuff, but like not a whole lot of it's, in fact I don't think any of it's really been like her personal experiences as like a black person. You know, anybody can make like work about like black identity, you know, or like Asian identity or like Hispanic identity, but like what are you doing that makes like, what are you doing that like speaks on your own Hispanic identity or your own black identity?
Where have you been?
I've been working on my project.
Card throwing?
I changed it.
Again?
Again. I was leaning against the big like pillar, the big pillar in the classroom, and I looked down and I saw the trash can, and I was looking at it, and like a moment of like artists like just
like inspiration.
Inspiration struck me. Yeah, and like just like like what just.
That's how I got my ideas
Yeah,
too.
the inspiration just struck me, and I was like, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. And I am making a self-portrait short film called Trash. And it's me walking around doing my daily routine with a trash can over myself and being like, is it okay to be putting myself down every day like this? Like imagining myself as trash.
So you think like that's something you do?
Absolutely. I think that really a lot, yeah. When I was younger, a lot more. But I've noticed myself going back to it.
Like from being here?
From being here, yeah. And I realized that and I was like, oh, this is a problem. Like, this is a returning problem that I thought got rid of.
RISD has a way of making us go back to our bad habits that we thought we were past.
Too many interceptions in it.
Yeah.
So then like the new plan was like a bunch of like
What's like the meaning behind this piece?
It's like me in whiteface, kind of like masquerading as like the type of person that would be shown in this type of drawing. I feel like race in relation to black people is like a really sensitive topic to non-black people for some reason. So like I got to RISD and I'm like, black people that do art, this is gonna be great. Like in a section alone, like I'm the only black person in the section, and I feel the need to like teach people about my culture because it's like not represented right at all. I was one of like 15 or so black kids at my school. It's like during slavery we would listen to like Negro spirituals to like get in the mood of slavery, and like we would listen to some shit like that, and we would listen to like what's his name? I want to say Stevie Wonder. I think it's Stevie Wonder. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, Stevie Wonder. Like we listened to him during the slavery unit. I'm like, what the fuck does this dude have to do with slavery?
What does he have to do with slavery?
It's just a black guy. That's the only thing. He's just a black guy.
I gave up on all the finals. Why? Because I'm tired. Yeah, I'm not concerned either. I just don't care. I spent 3 hours on crying.
another 4 hours like just being sad and like doing work in a really non-productive way. So I never get anything done.
Yeah, you probably think I'm a horrible person for eating pizza with a fork and knife like that.
How do you defend yourself?
I don't need to defend myself. I don't care. How people respond to my art is largely what I base my self-worth on.
No!
But that's, I feel like, so many people here, and that's like the culture here. Getting less motivated even when the stakes are getting higher and higher.
Like, I was talking to Aiden, and I feel like we were saying, like, I feel like RISD has a way of making you go back to bad habits that you thought you had, like, you were past that. Like,
absolutely. And honestly makes them twice as worse.
Yeah, that's nice.
With thighs? That's really like it, yeah.
You also have 436?
we're in lecture. Yes. What's going on?
So I'm filming a scene of my project right now. It's called Trash, and here he is.
So you made this shit?
I did make this. I took a jigsaw and sandpaper, and I just kind of like bam.
Do you vlog or something?
Oh no, I'm making a documentary about this assignment, like about people making this assignment.
It's funny. That's good.
You hit the record button.
Mm-hmm.
It's the red button right there.
Why?
Don't worry, I do this all the time. See how it sounds.
Do you hear it? Like the bzzz. Yeah.
You asked me, I have no idea. Okay, you know what I know. And I can't stop my whole shop. I know you're in a hurry, but I got a lot to do too. And when she gets back, we'll work on it.
And so somebody said, we're strapped.
I want to go home.
You know, you're gonna have to come back. Can you leave it here and let us troubleshoot it?
My violin's getting plastic surgery. I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to play Pocket anymore. It made my hand tense up. My violin fell. And everything is so hard.
Are you just gonna quit?
That's part of the process.
I kind of want to. No, I can't say this on camera.
Say it.
I kind of want to steal one of those little watercolor things from the RISD store. Cut that! I don't want Scanavita knows that I steal from the store. She's gonna leave it in! I did! Ooh, Scanavita, watch me swipe on Tinder.
No, she's friends wrong with Frisbee Boys.
No. I got a match!
Oh, she cute!
They should just like basically film, like record everything, like every shit that.
Yo, wait, you can't put this in your movie that's talking about how.
She's putting out.
Please. Wait, Kate, you were saying you got a sewing machine?
I can't fucking hand sew that whole thing. Okay, well, I got like a solid week and a half before I wanted to die.
I was working with worms last night, and I want to preface it with I don't think it's animal cruelty because these worms were sold to die. I put them on my overhead projector, they were squirming off all over my desk, so I sprayed fixative on them. And it actually fixed them on the surface enough. And then we wanted to make them freak out a little more, so we put a blow dryer. Drew and I were freaking out. Like oh my god.
Wait, what about your roommate?
He was fast asleep. Nail polish remover and just dumped it all over them.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so they're dead. And do I feel shame? No.
Would you harm another human being for art?
No one unless they consented.
Would you violate someone's privacy for art?
We've talked about this. As a documentary filmmaker, you kind of have to sometimes.
Taylor, are you working on design tonight?
No. I'm not going to class tomorrow.
Should I do that too?
尽量多上班。
我记得在这边。I don't really like any of the class I'm having now. So that's why I'm talking about transferring, withdrawing all the time. I'm not joking.
So what would you do to leave RISD?
I think I told you I'm gonna wash dishes in my mother's restaurant.
So what's wrong with being an artist?
It means I'm actually trying something. I just wanna have a really chill life. I wanna, live in the mountain and like plant the food.
Jacob!
Hey.
Are you gonna work on design?
No, I'm gonna be walking around.
Can I
And I have to paint all my stuff with vinegar.
Can I film you?
Yeah, if you can find me, I don't know.
Oh, that's why we don't really have enough alginol. Like each part of my body is supposed to present a memory, right? That I'm trying to get rid of. It's gonna be present through all this scarf on it, which I tried to cut myself before. So I was just being depressed and like really sad inside. So I was trying to make myself like suffer from the physical body, instead of the mental one. There was one day I was just like crying very often. Then like they got really worried, so I just like started to telling them everything is like this is how depressed I am as I like put up my sleeve. So like they just like asked me to promise them like don't do that anymore. After that, just like I think I should just like keep the promise.
来到了3年级，来了一个新的老师。我还印象特别深刻，就是这个老师。
So I'm in 2003. I'm still 2 years old, and I'm writing about how I remember the plane ride to China.
I remember just standing there because it was so crowded. Like it gets dark, and then I feel like a hand just like right under my like I guess thigh ass area. I don't know what the word is called. And I was too scared to turn around because I didn't want to see the guy that was touching me, I guess. And so I looked around like to see if anyone else was noticing, but they were all, like either on their phone or they're staring off into space. And then this mom and this kid were sitting right next to me, and I was like looking at them. I was just like squeezing the bar so tight. I think I got like cuts on my hand.
Did you ever tell anyone, or is this?
No. That's why I'm writing it in the book. This is my video. I'm actually changing it. I'm going to write what goes through my head, like as I'm dancing. and then I'm gonna like probably like put that in like a voice memo or something, and then like play that over the videos.
Like whatever it is that's like causing you to look in the mirror, you could like dance to those sounds. Like you could even like play it in the bathroom and record how it sounds from like the hallway or something like that.
Oh, we should try that out. Alright, so if we put it like...
Yeah, or if you put it in the shower and had the water running or some shit.
Let's make it louder. Like it's gotta be like a click. Huh. What else can we drop on the floor? Chains? Ooh, I like that. I'm going to start dancing. Yes, this is basically what I'm gonna do. Why not be comfortable in your own body? You know, you've been growing it for like 18 years now. I'd be proud of it. Like there's no point in like having a battle between yourself and like the body that you've, you know, been given. For a lot of the time I was always dancing in the mirror, kind of just like to see how other people look at me when I'm like vulnerable, you know? Like people I like hook up with or have like relationships with. But like now it's more of kind of like, this is about me, like I want to see myself dance.
Should she make her piece what she likes or what Scandavino likes?
Rationally, you would be like, yeah, I do what I like. It's my piece. I want him to put me in the triennial.
Even when attorney is referencing the cube, per se, her knowing makes one.
I have 10 minutes of edited footage and I'm showing it to Jasmine and Mac and Yuga and Eason.
Oh my god, I'm sleeping in the background. What the fuck?
Shit.
So y'all,
I feel like the purpose of art is kind of like present the truth. I'm not very good at art, especially in...
What?
You are so good at drawing, man.
You're really good at art.
Yeah.
I wonder if Scandavino's on Spotify.
He's not going to be in the movie at all.
That's unacceptable.
He doesn't, he refuses to be. And he also said it'd be better without him in it.
It's scary.
Why?
It's so final. Because it's so final. Okay, I like this song.
I don't know this one. I think this playlist is half my music, half yours.
Oh my god, are we David Scandavino?
If we had a child, it would be him.
Sarah. You just crossed the line. Oh! Yeah.
Oh! Yay!
Yeah, and then we'll just do that one.
Thank you, Maya.
I can't see any of this.
Hey Aiden.
Hey.
What you got there?
This is trashy. This is
Chill.
my project. Well, I wouldn't be in a trash can if I didn't think I had self-esteem. If I didn't have self-esteem issues. I don't know. I have such like a chip on my shoulder, and it's just like I have to work hard and I have to like keep going, and like I can't take a break. And I just like have this whole idea of just like the things that I make are never good enough. This whole short film has brought out a lot of like inner problems that I have with myself.
So what's your dream?
I want to be a showrunner on a animated series. You can't storytell in any particular way. Like it can't really be replicated through any form of art.
Final Crit is gonna be so fun.
I know. It's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be sad though.
It is. I was thinking about that too. When Scandavino was like,
Oh,
I
wait.
want to say goodbye to all you guys, and I was like, oh damn.
Like Jacob is finally ready for me to film him. I've been trying to fucking hunt him down all day. We have to be back like now. I'm filming Jacob. Nothing can stop me.
So have
Why
you
are they
been
like that?
satisfied with the work you've been doing in this class?
Sometimes. There's a couple projects I'm proud of, but a lot of it, I don't think I work very hard. Like everyone says how like stressed out they are and stuff. Like I'm not that stressed out.
So why aren't you?
I'm lazy. I don't know. I think a lot of people are working too hard. Harder than they should be.
Like who?
I don't know. I'm not going to name names.
What if I told you I would edit it out?
I don't trust you. I think the main thing I've learned this year is just that like you can just do stuff that you probably wouldn't think you'd be able to.
So do you like this project?
I do. I'm just like making stuff up about random shit in Providence. For this one, I'm going to say that at one point there was like flooding in Providence. When the flooding ended, they didn't know what to do with like the extra height, so they were like, I guess we just have to build stairs here.
I don't know how to go smaller than this. I've erased it like 70 million times.
You can easily go smaller than this.
I know, but like, what's left of a face then?
Why am I not at college?
Well, Sarah, if you have to know, it's a Thanksgiving break.
Basically, I have like an hour of edited,
Yeah.
but I need to cut it down to half an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, I can totally tell you.
So you can tell me what to take out?
Yeah, of course.
Sweet. Oh, and it's perfect because you have a short attention span.
I have a very short-term attention span.
Like, what's going on? Like, I already, like, stopped paying attention.
Like America.
It should just be that. America, everyone's just correct.
Stop! We get it!
I mean, I kind of like the idea of you showing, like, you trying to make the movie in the movie, but, like, tastefully.
Hello, this is Anna. I am currently in the room. I have done my makeup, I'm wearing my outfit. Hello once again. This is the mirror up. So far it's held up pretty well. We're gonna start recording, so yep, this is the room.
I completely failed during the break. Like, I didn't even go. No.
You've made a lot of art this year that's like relating to your identity as Indian.
I think like your identity is like the most strong way you can like represent yourself.
I feel like people play like the black card or play like the Asian, you know.
People, plural. the only black person in the class. Yeah, all those people playing the black. You can call me out, huh? Me being the only black person in the section, like it seems like I have to teach people about my culture. I started off feeling so like energized, like I'm gonna call this bitch out. That sort of thing. And I don't know. I'm just tired. I'm just tired.
We had our meetings today. It's just like the same meetings we've had every single week for design.
He had us come all the way down the hill for like a 10-minute meeting.
Yeah.
Just for him to say, okay, sounds good, you have 6 days, good luck.
What they don't tell you about RISD is like people will say that like you'll be burnt out, but like you don't really know how that feels until you're like burnt out.
Like there's truly nothing that I want to do.
Like RISD will fucking kill you. Like, it does not feel good.
Last night I had like a mental breakdown. I was just like crying for like an hour and a half. I had to watch like 30 minutes of TikTok so I could go to sleep. That's the epitome of my experience so far. I don't want to ever come here again, so I need to buy all of them.
Dinner on for backup. Dinner on for backup.
They're gonna calling the police on you. They're literally calling the police on you. I know I'm bothering you guys a lot, but like, just for these next 2 days, can you please let me know when you're working on design so I can film? Like, please. It seems like you don't really make a lot of like personal pieces.
Yeah, that's true. I don't really like putting like personal stuff about myself, like making myself vulnerable with my art. Like that doesn't make it interesting just because it's personal. What are you doing, Taylor?
I'm doing like the 7 Deadly Sins.
I'm doing a FNAF.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
What are you doing, Jacob?
What am I doing? My signs.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I have actually all the signs are made. I just have to put the legs on. That's what I'm doing right now.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
That looks fine, right? It's not like noticeably crooked.
I'm making this chair.
For Drew?
Yeah.
Do you have time for this?
Do I have time for this?
Wait, hold on, let me grab the light so I can put it on my head.
Is all of section 13 just here? And
working on
please let me know when you are working on design.
I remember enjoying that art so much more than I'm enjoying art right now. Doing all of this art like back to back to back to back like this and like with like nothing else. I feel like I'm not like legitimately enjoying doing much of what I'm doing right now.
I'm trying to decide if I should pull an all-nighter tonight.
Why would you do that?
Cause editing. I've been editing since like 10 this morning.
How much more did you get?
I still haven't even gotten to the class before Thanksgiving. If you were to let me, I don't know, fucking like not turn it in until after break.
He would murder you.
Do you think he's gonna film me if I didn't turn in anything? My plan changed. I'm gonna do a performance piece.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what's wrong with performance piece?
It's due in 2 days and you changed it again?
The wax arm, I'm gonna hang it on the wall. Then I'm gonna start to do tattoo on it. Putting tattoo over the scarf can be a symbol of like getting rid of the past memory. What I'm gonna tattoo on my arm is like what my mom taught me. Like she just trying to like avoid from the fact that I have depression. So like if I tell her more about that, it's gonna hurt her more. I don't want to make her sad. And like the reason why I'm doing a performance piece is like that you have people witnessing. So like you feel that is you are actually trying to move on. You are like doing it.
So the performance is actually like an act of self-care that you're like doing in front of the class.
Yeah.
So you think art can be like that?
Why not?
Jasmine. Hello. So how's your day been?
Depressing.
Why?
Because I'm writing about depression shit.
Like what?
Like how my dad left me for a year and a half. Just whatever had happened. I still hate him to this day for it. But you know, he's my dad.
The day he was leaving, it was like a big scene. My mom was like, if you leave, you're like leaving this family forever. And I was begging my mom, like, he's my dad. I love him. He was like, I'm going for work. He was basically explaining it like that to me.
And was that true?
Nope.
What was the reason? Or you still don't know?
I still don't know. But yeah, so basically he said it was for 3 months. And what ended up happening was he stayed away for a year and a half. My mom found photos. I know they're there. It's just that, like, if he doesn't say anything about it, I don't really think it's, like, true. I think that's just me being in denial, but whatever. There's photos of him with this lady on vacation, happy in China. It's just like, cool, that exists. This was like in 8th grade. I was coming back from like a snowstorm. I remember I had these Ugg boots that were fucking sopping wet. They were fucking disgusting. I was pissed. And there's a fucking suitcase. And then there he was. He popped out of nowhere and he hugged me and he was like, oh my god, I missed you so much. I literally was standing there like this. The thing about my family is how we do things is if it happens and we don't talk about it. So it's like, if you don't want to fucking talk about it, don't expect me to like forgive you for it. It's just like, wow, you just fucked up my childhood for a little bit. You know, was like, oh, let me skedaddle my way out of here. And popped right back in and was like, that's chill. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, this is my family.
So this is like all going in the book?
I don't know, some of it wasn't really important to me to put in the book. I like wrote 3 sentences about how I visited him in China because I didn't care. And then how like he left, I wrote a small paragraph. I write about how like my grandma choked my mom out in the kitchen in front of me. I write about how like my grandfather's death affected me. And I write about the guys that I've liked over the years. Just like,
because that's important.
Because yeah, it's a lot of writing. And it's like unnecessary, but it helps me like think and like feel out what I'm like going through.
Like, what do you want people to take from it, or does it not matter?
It doesn't matter because this is for me.
So how much do you have done?
I would say I'm probably like 30% done. This is like the one project I get to do that's like fun. Because this is like what I like to do. You know, I like drawing.
Like making drawings about drugs because he's a fucking junkie. Love you.
Could you tell me the details or no?
I mean, I suppose I could, just don't put it in the movie. Like,
Okay.
long story short.
Wait, is this recorded?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm in the fucking video.
Ghosty's just in the corner of the video playing Smash.
like a fucking idiot. Oh my god, I hate playing against computers. Who wants to play Smash with me? Fuck. No, but you gotta work, so fuck you. Baylor doesn't fucking actually exist.
Yeah, no, Baylor's just a figment of our imagination.
I'm like, Baylor, can I film you? He's like, no.
Let her fucking film me, you fucking shy bastard. It is 3:08 a.m. I slept for an hour. I'm stressed as fuck. So I literally can't sleep anymore. I'm on the chapter where I talk about my fucking period. You know what? This is for you. Design is for you, Scaramino. I can't handle myself like this.
It's 5:40 in the morning.
Yeah.
It is Wednesday. Final project is due tomorrow. And I'm still not going to finish in time. That's the fun part.
Okay, I made the oxygen mask. Now I just gotta get the words out. And then guess who's fucking done? Okay, I'm done.
How do you feel?
Tired.
What's the time?
Late? It's 6, yeah. I'm not going to bed. I'm going to take a shower and then do my sim.
Tori, what's your Scanavino status?
I don't know. I mean, I should finish it by today because it's due tomorrow.
You know what I realized? I have like literally no footage of you, So, like, can you tell me a little bit about your project?
It's like a self-function of bad things. It's like showing my unconscious mind. I'm like always like have interest in like subconscious. It's not the part that you can explain it.
I have to finish this whole book. And then so like the 3 things is like things that have happened, things that will happen, and then things that won't happen.
Last 2 strokes.
No, where's everybody finishing from me?
Last
Our house
stroke.
is right there.
Last stroke.
Hey, she did another stroke. How do you feel?
Pretty good actually. No, I don't know.
So is the weight been lifted off your shoulders?
No.
Why?
Because of final crit.
Dear Scanavino, I'm drinking this 5-hour energy for the first time.
Oh, she's doing it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna drink half.
This one's really
No David.
Yeah, this is Sloth. This is Envy.
Envy,
This is
okay.
Greed. Oh wait, that one was Gluttony.
Yeah, there's the gluttony, right?
Damn it, there's more sins. Well, here I made myself a chained sperm. That's basically all I am. What's keeping me from succumbing to my natural whims to have sex with everything? Like, I don't want to make anything about myself because it seems very egocentric. Some of my shit comes off as very whiny. It's like, I'm gonna tell my story.
You seem to be pretty uncomfortable being on video.
No, I don't really care. It's like, oh, people are watching. It's like, there's gonna be like 7 people that see this. What color should I make it inside?
My brain's not fucking working right now, man. I don't know what you expect from me, bro.
What color should I make the other side?
I don't know!
I'm gonna get black. So, I've got this, that, 15, so I need 5 more pages. And then perfect bind it. I'm gonna look up a YouTube video on how to do that. And yeah, that'll basically be the project. I just wanna go back home and fucking, like, get baked and go skate. I think that's all I wanna do.
So, Sarah, what are you presenting tomorrow? Jack shit. Because I'm filming Final Crit, right? So I was planning on having everything except Final Crit done, like edited, you know, done. But that's impossible. Hello, you just finished your piece, ma'am. How do you feel about that?
I feel alright. I'm not super proud of it.
So I have 5 projectors for my project. A shitload of cords stuffed in my pockets. They're heavy. So
Yes.
I need a team.
Hello, Huck and Baylor.
I wanted to see a whole selection. I don't think there's any point in unloading projectors right now. We do that when we do the stool steal.
From everyone in my class, they hate spatial.
Yeah. Me too.
I'm nervous.
Why?
Because there's so much. There's so much.
Aww.
That's just gonna be in the documentary.
So what are you working on right now?
Well, I'm working on the memory box for my grandfather. This is the second box. It's not done. I haven't painted yet, so now I'm working on the third one. This face will be in dark gray, and those will be very light pink, which represent the devil side of my grandfather's protection on me. It's like a cage, which sets limit on my personal development.
I'm like basically done. I'm just gonna go through and like add edits.
What are these sounds?
It's me scraping with my nails like against the microphone. Me using like my Sorin also to like mark against the microphone. It's me hitting my cigarette box, opening up my cigarettes, smoking, and having a conversation with Mim. It's also me using the bathroom. So we're talking about like first time smoking cigarettes, which is also kind of like my first beginning phases of like becoming narcissistic. The reason why it sounds really creepy is that I'm actually whispering in the background, like passages from my like notebook.
Who took the video?
Huck did.
Yeah, how do we feel about like him seeing this tomorrow?
Not good. You know, it is what it is. You know, like, shit happens, I guess. Like, I fucked up. He fucked up. I don't know. I'm just, like, actually, like, really not looking forward to tomorrow. Just because, like, I feel really embarrassed in a way about this project. Like, I'm really proud of it. Like, I wouldn't mind showing the section except for, like, you know, like, Huck and Baylor. Because, like, it's really awkward.
I spent the whole night yesterday. I've been working till 10:30, so like 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
I sort of changed my plan. I was going to borrow 2 projectors, but since the projectors are in high demand, I could only like get 1. And I don't know. I just didn't know if that was like a good idea. So I'm gonna go work in a Waterman, which is part of the reason why is because of Tara. Oh my god, I can't believe she might not include this footage.
I want to finish already. I am so behind schedule. I literally can't do it. You filming me? I stare at photos that I don't want to see anymore. Things that I experienced that I never want to experience again. Take the fucking scissors. It's only 7 o'clock? Holy shit, I feel like I've been up where I have been up. If y'all don't know, I pulled an all-nighter because fuck my life.
I really want to pull an all-nighter. I really should pull an all-nighter. But the thing is, it's 7 o'clock. Amy says come to the Met. I don't fucking want to fucking go to the Met!
I need to somehow transfer this. Not even to balance, but you know what? I don't care.
Are you excited for crit tomorrow? Why not?
Like 8 pages.
Out of 20?
Yeah, I'm gonna grind it up. I'm gonna make it out. I'm gonna finish in like 10 minutes before class starts.
What's your status since I last saw you?
I got 1 more drawing done. Now I need 2.
Woo!
I know. I just don't think Scobie gonna like it. So.
Do you care what he thinks of it?
Not really.
So I need to elevate my projectors. So I'm taking it into my own hands. I'm just gonna steal some stools from one shear. Let's do it. Which one?
Oh, my audio.
I'll take 2 and you guys can all take 1. Oh wait, there's 5. Okay. Let's go. I don't know, I'm getting anxious.
Scandamino said I should just set up at here the night before the quiz.
That's a lot of work the night before. Are you like concerned?
Yeah, but I have to do that.
Over yonder.
Why is it not taught?
Taught? Why does it need to be taught?
It needs to be taught. Okay, we need hot glue.
Christy has hot glue. Christy! Sorry. We're gonna need to wait for it to heat up. That makes you a movie star.
Alright, that means I'm charging you royalty for using my name and face. Get a good shot. Get the angle.
What? It's still not hot.
I was kind of joking. Why would we hot glue it to the wall? You should hot
glue it. You were joking. Why'd you let me plug in the glue gun?
I don't know. I like your enthusiasm.
What? Which one? This one? Yeah, the one.
Okay, well,
Sarah, I'm not.
She's told him before, but he has like a short-term dad memory.
If you do it.
Oh my god.
Sarah, you were doing your job.
Sorry, I'm a failure. Drew?
Drew? Me so much.
Even?
Wait, what? I'm like, what happened?
Even? Is it even?
This
What
has
happened?
to stop.
wait, get a couple more seconds.
Somebody tell me if it's fucking straight.
I do this, that's easy.
Okay.
But shit, like.
How come I conceive about
What is up?
I'm just bored. The right side is way too. I guess that's.
Get Get the hot glue gun. If you left it plugged in, it would be hot by now.
You told me to unfucking plug it!
No, I did not at any point.
This is a very funny section.
You're filming.
I don't know how to film.
It's even, yeah, it's even.
I feel like it looks close enough.
So it's not.
It's if this doesn't make it in.
Alright guys, I'm not gluing it. I don't want to do this anymore. I can't do it.
Olivia, you are so close.
I can't do it. They're not straight and they look bad. Oh my god, it looks so bad.
Trying to camera towards your section me who's hanging on the wall.
Well, it's this fucking thing on the edge. I hate the third tapestry. It's not even with the other two. Because I did a bad job.
Should I get that on camera? I'm getting that on camera.
Some little sins.
Trusting the bitch. You told me to hang the camera from the ceiling.
Literally a director.
Can you say MTV, this is my cribs?
You're done. You're literally finished.
Oh gosh, we're gonna come back tomorrow and all three of them are gonna be fully on the ground. This looks awful. I need to leave.
Is there another?
Okay, so there's a big change.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna use 5 projectors. Whoops. You can't plug them into phones. We're gonna edit 2 videos in one. 2 and 2 and 2.
I thought there were 5.
No, I mean 2 and 2 in one.
You could do 4 in 1 and zoom it out a ton. 5 in 1.
So why don't you just do 5 in 1?
Put them all side by side.
I do that in the first place? Okay, but no one fucking told me.
So I just came up with this. It just came to me too.
Yeah, I could have done that all along. I mean, I don't know, there was
No,
something
it's
about
okay.
the experience of walking these 5 separate entities.
Yeah. This is the biggest formal change I've ever made.
So you guys just help each other with your projects all the time?
It's mostly just like a collaborative. Like we like consult each other a lot. I don't know. What's your class? Would you guys even?
I'm too tired.
Just at 9:30. Like, we're fine.
Where the fuck is my book? Where the fuck? Ladies and gentlemen, it's complete. I am fairly disappointed in myself.
Why?
Because I fucked up and I started panicking and I used Gorilla Glue in the last few pages.
You're too hard on yourself.
It's because I know I can do better. Scanrino, you've been the best teacher. I appreciate everything you've done and taught me. And I want you to call me lazy. I want you to call me dumb for not thinking, because I know I made a mistake. At least I can fucking admit it.
Yeah. I think it's really bad and I'm really scared because I don't have it done. It's too hard. I have hours and hours and hours of on it. It takes so long.
The fact that you stood in line.
Seconds, Sarah! You have it done.
Yes, it's okay.
He does not care. You're a good student. As long as you fucking Sarah! I'm gonna bitch slap you.
How many hours of footage?
Look at me. You are fine.
You should get 2 done depending on what time it is.
Okay, you're
right.
You're ready?
This is so
Let me just collect myself.
I don't know. I don't like this. We're all freaking the fuck out. Why do we do this to ourselves? Literally, why do we do this to ourselves? Oh my god! I'm freaking the fuck out.
Jasmine's crying now!
I'm literally freaking the fuck out.
job.
I literally think I ruined my book. I just feel so.
Where's your saran wrap?
I've contemplated trying out multiple times.
Guess what? Guess what? I did that last year after 1 day of orientation.
What, a Vizzy?
That's why I came.
She
back
told
this
us
year.
that. It was in the book. It was in book number 1.
Yeah. It was partially because of
It was
my
'cause
health,
you
but
had cancer.
mostly because my brain couldn't handle it. Yeah, I came here. They made us play a game where we put tape on our nose and you had to go up to other people and take their tape off their nose with your nose. I was like, all right, we're going back to DC. I like cried all night, threw up in the morning. I was like really like have full on mental breakdown.
I don't know.
And then my mom was like genuinely scared that I was gonna like,
You don't need to
kill
do
myself.
that. Like, let it
So
be
she's like, yeah, we're
disgusting.
gonna go home.
Fuck it.
So how come you didn't just say fuck it, I'm going to a different school?
Because I wanted to, like, I don't know, like to prove to myself that I could do it. Like the whole year, I was so embarrassed because like everybody else could do it. Like why couldn't I do it? But it was just like, sometimes like for other people, they can do it, but like it doesn't matter if I can't do it right now because I can do it later.
I don't know. I think writing that entire book just made me feel like so shit. All of it was just shitty stuff that happened to me. Revisiting all of that in a fucking book, exhausting. I just feel like I shouldn't be creating this type of book.
You literally wrote a book, bitch.
So depressing.
People like take 5 years to write a book. You wrote a book in a month.
I don't
know.
You wrote a book.
I'll accept this like later on, but for now, I'm gonna cry about it.
You wrote a book.
It's probably better than.
So it's crit morning. We are feeling. How are we feeling?
Sweaty. I'm feeling great. Got lots of sleep.
How do you feel?
There you go.
Tori, how do you feel?
I don't know. We'll see. 3 tapestries with like hand printed and like.
Kind of flag scale?
I don't know about a quilt.
Because quilts are like pretty big. This looks more like a flag.
Yeah.
And the one on the left, there's like an anointing of people, and then the one on the right has like kind of, I don't know, like the hands are like reaching towards each other.
I feel like on the one on the right, for me it looks like red, white, and blue, so I get like the American flag, and also with like the arms and the hands, I really think of like the right to bear arms.
This piece is about memory. My mom and I, a few years ago, were in what we thought was an active shooter situation. So there was like a stampede. The first one is like my mom and I running. And the second one is like all of the crowds that were like gathered outside. And that third one is like grasping and trying to like stay holding on.
The hands and the neck are painted black and they're outlined in gold.
The hair is like physically texturized.
I don't know, it draws somebody in. From all like your other works I've seen, this is like the culmination of it all. And it's absolutely amazing and beautiful.
The colors I used is all very bright, so I feel like maybe the orange blue is good.
Be loud. It's part of the experience. Hour 8. My E string popped. G string vibrating way too much. Nothing sounds good. I kind of want to vomit. I'm so stressed. This isn't fun anymore. Sarah should have filmed me, lol. Really want to cry. Edit, cried. It's really interesting to see what's going on in her head, like, as you're watching her.
It's like a weird part of like music that no one really sees.
Amy, if you're interested, I know a great album that sounds like this.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's a physical, mental, and emotional strain.
says Baby Ariel's Lullaby, sung by Grandpa. Then there's this box inside this box. To Ariel, if you so feel hungry that you'll faint. There's Hershey's hot cocoa mixed milk chocolate flavor. It looks like a cage in a way.
Wait, there's something inside.
Oh, there's something at the bottom. You won't lose me, Grandpa, just don't take my freedom away.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Thank you.
Sarah's camera is like another classmate.
Okay.
Eyes.
Oh. Okay. There was nothing more.
How do you feel?
The fact that it's stitched makes it really personal.
And like her way of making her dog is just so unique.
High level of craftsmanship, high level of thought process that's going into it. It's just great, yeah. I don't know why you're so surprised. Like,
when I got it, I was like, fucking hands.
It was so
yeah.
soft.
I saw her yesterday and I didn't think she was doing the whole thing hands.
Chapter 72. Can you make copies of this?
No!
Publish it.
That's so cute. Leave me alone! So embarrassing. First boyfriend, 2016. I was 15 years old. He wasn't a bad friend, just a really shitty boyfriend. Sebastian was a kid in my art class freshman year. I liked him, I really did. But within 2 weeks of this relationship, I noticed things he did that made me uncomfortable. He constantly mentioned other girls in front of me and made me feel less than all the time. He would brag to his friends to make himself sound like he was the man. I asked him why he liked me and why he asked me out in the first place. And he said that he'd rather date a girl he could get and was his friend rather than pursuing another girl. Funny thing was, I knew all the other girls he liked because he mentioned them constantly in front of me. I soon broke up with him after that. I said it was because of my parents not approving, but really I just needed him out of my life. I turned 15 a month and a half after that. I really want to rewrite the last couple of pages for RISD because I didn't put as much as I wanted to in it.
What are you gonna do with this?
I'm gonna hide it in a box forever.
You can do that.
You're gonna publish it.
I can't publish this.
Make photocopies.
I wanna die. I'm like so sweaty.
Husband, be happy now.
I don't know how to feel.
Like-
Y'all know my boy troubles now and I don't like it.
Swallow the seed. Swallow the soggy hole.
Remember that throbbing sensation. Remember that seed by the hole. Go to the hole. Sweet boy, shallow the fact. Your narrative is a soggy bag.
I used Jell-O, popcorn kernels, video in my throat, condom filled with tomato juice, and I bought mealworms at Petco.
Then there's a really angry neighbor, and like someone who has a really pristine lawn, while someone else has a really just shitty lawn that's on fire. And then at the end, there's a guy with a speech Belushi that says, "Nope, I ain't swallowing."
It kind of seems like the 7 deadly sins, maybe. Like the first one could be gluttony. He didn't tell me that.
Really?
Wait, really?
No.
Oh my god.
I think I do.
I don't remember you telling me that.
Like, if you think you thought of it, that's awesome.
Although these beautiful, these drawings are really wonderful and charming in a weird way, I'm like, why am I just looking at these drawings? Like, why can't I flip through it like a book, or what is that extra step? I like that it's completely wearable.
It's designed for her body.
Oh my god, it's a really pretty dress, and you're just like, yeah, I died making it. And the way that oh my god, I can't, it's just so amazing.
You can use this cord.
Everyone who lives in Providence is most likely well versed in the story of Dingledorf. Dingledorf was born in 1803 in historic Fruit Hill, Providence. His given name was Nathaniel Crone, but he soon earned the name Dingledorf due to the fact that it was the only word he would say until he turned 12. When Dingledorf was 17 years old, his parents died in a fire, which some think he caused purposefully. This was when Dingledorf's crime spree began. People started calling him Dingledorf the Menace, and a bounty was placed on his head. Finally, in 1845, police tracked him down to his lair, where he was killed in a shootout, but not before taking down 3 officers with him. This small alcove was Dingledorf's last hiding spot and the spot where he was finally hunted down. After his death, his Bible was recovered. He had made several changes to it, including crossing out every time God was mentioned and replacing it with the word Dingledorf. Yeah, so that's that one.
The graphic design is perfect.
The language is so perfect.
I can so picture this perfectly, where it's like someone's like, you gotta write a history about Providence, and they're like, I've never been there. There's also like spurts of truth in these, because I was like, haha, great flood, like what? And Jacob was like, no, that's real.
Reviewing these photographs, whether we are seeing them in exhibitions.
Reaching for the sand on the sill, water with the sand of a face I've never seen. Wake up with I'm happy.
Why wasn't there just a trash can on his head, or why was he just a clown? The removal of the trash can would have mattered more to me if there wasn't the whole clown face removal.
The first mask is like, oh, I'm in a trash can, like I think I'm trash, I don't think I have self-worth. That other side is like, on top of that, I just also feel like a joke.
You know, it's kind of sick. It started for a self-made became a crutch. I used to steal from my sisters. We would like go into a room and I take like 2 weeks or something. Or I could
This is about like where I was really obsessed with like looking myself in the mirror. Like, I did struggle with it, I didn't understand why I did, but I've gotten to a point where I'm like very comfortable with it and I'm like very confident in something I do just to like feel more like myself.
You use spacewalks?
Yeah, so basically.
You got me so excited.
I am not. That's not talking about it.
It felt, you made an experience that I don't think any of us or anyone could like recreate. And I think that's so, it's crazy.
So like Yuka, I started it and I didn't like it, so I stopped it. And then it's happened like several times. I had like a mental down because I couldn't like find like what am I supposed to do? I don't have enough time left. And then I sort of went back to my very first original idea, just like made it into like a video art.
You just playing push to
I guess. That's what he said to do. He said I could, did I tell you so I could finish it winter session? Yeah.
It's just the soundbite of that.
This is not ready to be scrapped. I'm definitely not prepared to like show a full movie. Like I don't have that yet at this point.
Like it's not done at all.
It's
Play
it.
Jacob.